Welcome to MambaTutorials.com. In this brief tutorial, we're going to set up Mamba for a first project. A lot of the technical setup has already been done as part of the installation process. But just prior to starting a Mamba session, there's a couple of things we might want to choose from the configuration program, Mamba Setup. The first thing to do is to tell Mamba at what resolution we're going to process at. This is something we do to help optimize Mamba, so we can choose a factory preset, or we can create new presets for any resolution that we want to output at. So note that what we're setting here is the resolution at which certain Mamba effects process, but specifically the highest resolution we're going to output from Mamba. We're not placing any restriction on the input resolution to Mamba. We can still put any files we like into it. So if we were making an HD project, we could choose 1920 by 1080, for example. If we were working at 4K, then we would choose a 4K resolution. Output resolutions above HD require an optional addition. So if we choose a particular factory preset and then jump to the Master Formats tab, we can see that by choosing that preset, these values have all been populated. So we've got 1920, 1080, 1.7 aspect ratio and 24 frames per second. We can change any of these values and create new presets, but these are the settings I would like for our first project. The other items from the other tabs are best explained from the manual, and in most part would have been set as part of the installation anyway. One other thing to look at is under the Interface tab. There are a few things we can choose in here. For example, if we were using dual monitors, which at the moment I'm not, then we could tick this to put Mamba on left and right monitors. So having chosen our working resolution and our interface layout, we're good to start Mamba. Once we've loaded up Mamba, the first thing to do is either to enter or create a new project. All a project is it's a defined set of directories which gives you a starter to organize your project. You can add to those directories as you like. It just helps to keep your media and metadata from one project from getting mixed up with another. That said, you can easily steal media and metadata across projects. To enter a project, you can just select it and hit Load Project, although the last project you used when you closed Mamba will be loaded by default. To create a new project, just obviously New Project, and it will tell you the settings that have been chosen in the Mamba Setup program. It's a reminder that it's ideal to set up your project with the right settings, but actually it's not essential. You can change them later. So I'm just going to say OK to those settings, and I'm going to give it a name. So in creating a project, Mamba has basically created a directory called project name. Then under that project name, it creates a known set of directories that it will use to save various bits of metadata from the project. The location of the Mamba project will be either in whichever directory you specified when you installed Mamba, or alternatively, however it is set in the setup program we just looked at. The only things that Mamba naturally stores in the project folder are small pieces of metadata. It doesn't actually store any media there. Again, the location of the media files is set up between either installation or where it's specified in the setup program. So once we've told Mamba what resolution we're going to work in, how many monitors we want Mamba to use from our computer, and then set up a project, we're good to start working with Mamba.